Today we're going to look at the Sports Card Economizer. And I tried to look on the internet since I got back into the hobby after the pandemic. I tried to find out if this company was still in business, and I couldn't find anything. I could not find anything about this company. So if you know anything about this company, or if you remember um, the Sports Card Economizer, let me know because I'm just interested to see if anybody knows anything about this. Um, this was before the internet, really. This was before eBay. This was before, ComC, all those. So to get cards that you wanted, you go to your local card store or whatever. But they, like at my local card store, the prices for a local player, they would just jack them way up. So it was hard to get cards from your local teams that you wanted at a reasonable, affordable price, unless you traveled and went somewhere else. And even then, it's hard to get something at affordable price. But so this is what I would do: is I found this, and I really enjoyed this. It's basically a bunch of collectors and some dealers that would advertise in a classified ad format. And let's see, Collectors Connect in SCE, Sports Card Economizer. Like, for example, I'll show you the back. So the back, we got a couple of ads. Stan's Top 35 from 1960. And that's another thing too, is vintage. Getting vintage cards as a kid. I mean, you go to the local card store and they're just so expensive. But I was noticing, different people were selling them on classifieds. You can get them pretty affordably. So 1960, I would have, if I had at the time, if I would have known, I would have picked up some Eddie Matthews cards. $7 X Mint Plus. They would list what it was and the grade. Of course, this was before grading really was popular, and it was usually Warren Spahn, $9, somewhat reasonable price. And we'll get into this. There was a lot of trading and stuff too that I still, to this day, if you know of a great way to trade, let me know, because I haven't found it yet. That's why I was kind of interested to see if these people were still in business. I'll take a look at it. So this is from January 1999, or you could get it issue number 194. You could get a subscription, what I had, and it looks like this was my last, or might have had one more issue before it expired, and I think that was probably it. In January 1999, I was sophomore or no, maybe a junior in high school, and so I had stopped collecting probably a couple years before that even, but I was still getting this for some reason. I might have looked at things, but really wasn't too into it, the hobby, at the time. But a couple years before that, I was really into the hobby, and I'm pretty sure I did some classified ads myself. And that was the nice thing, is you could connect with people, and trading. That's really another thing that I really liked, was the trading, because people would say, okay, I'll trade you 3 times your favorite players for whatever from their favorite player. So, like for example, Grant Hill or something like that. If they were interested in Grant Hill, you send me all your Grant Hill cards, and I'll send you 3 times value in your favorite player. So it was, for me, it was great. Get actually more value back. And a lot of the dealers would do that too, because there was a specific player or rookie that they were really selling a lot at their store, and they'd much rather have that player than, your favorite player from your local area. And so connect with people from around the country that way. And you could also there was a bunch of deals that you could get. So here we go. Buying 3,200 count boxes of commons, all sports included, 1994 through 98. Only 15. Okay. Also will trade for $50 of your favorite player. Please write first. So you would connect with people. I'm not sure I understand that. They're buying commons. That's interesting. You can hardly sell commons these days. And each person is different. Each person has their own, wish list or whatever. And so if you could connect with somebody, it was really fun. Here we go. Buying 1997 and 98 cards of Griffey, Nomar, Jeter, Ripken, Jones, Kerry Wood, Ryan, Sosa, Vaughn, McGuire, Emmett Smith, Favre, Barry Sanders, Bledsoe, Elway, Gretzky, Roy, Bork, Samson involved. Must be some hockey guys. Yeager, Jordan, Bryant, Jeff Gordon. Regular issues and oddball. So though this one is 15 cents per card. Well, yeah, they're going to buy any. Yeah, I'll buy any card too for 15 cents per card. But a lot of other, maybe when they're buying, they weren't paying too much. But trading, there was different sections for trading. And you could find some people that were willing to give you a good deal on trades. 79 Topps Ozzie Smith rookie, not mint, but nice. And people would tell you what they got. And you can trade. Oh, here we go. Trading for 95 Donruss press proofs in any Donruss Elite insert in baseball. And so maybe if there's something out there, let me know. If there's something that you can tell people what you want. And then they have auctions too. Connect with people, but they have auctions. And so I was able to pick up some vintage basketball, which was my main favorite thing that I did pick up through this, besides trading, which I did. I traded some of the trades I regret, like the Jordans. I had Jordans that I traded, but I still got a good value in return. But it's like I kind of wish I would have had the Jordans. But at the same time, I got things back that I would have never gotten back. But some of the other players, specific players, there was Grant Hill, there was other players, people like that I had no problem. I don't care. It's not my favorite player. So sure, I'll trade you Nomar Garciaparra. Sure, I'll trade you, Juan Gonzalez or whoever. If that's your favorite player, I'll trade you that, and I'll get back the players that I want. And I don't think the ads were all that expensive to do too. So that's why I'm trying to think. There was a deadline of which you had to send in your ad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I did have a couple of classifieds, but otherwise you can just write to people. And this was kind of before the internet too, where you would do a lot of things by mail, and you would I guess they would leave phone numbers, but it wasn't a lot of emails and that sort of thing at that time. It was a lot of phone calls and by mail, and you would trade by mail. You just send them. You send them the box of cards that they were looking for. Leave a note in there, and tell them what you wanted in return, and then they send them back. They send you a box back of what you were looking for. So that's pretty much it for that. I just wanted to see if anybody. And here's like a sale. 50% off Beckett, all baseball sets. 60% off Beckett, all star singles, inserts, and more. And so, and you would connect with different people from the hobby, different dealers and I would try to find, you can always find a dealer that's reasonable. So a lot of them, some of them aren't, but you can find some that are, and that's how you connect with people. And I've not really, I use ComC a lot, and then, eBay, but it's just not the same. You can't trade, and you can't, connect really with other people that much through these other things. So let me know what you use for trading, and if there's something that's classified ads similar to this in the hobby these days, let me know. And if you remember this, and if you were involved with connecting with people through the Sports Card Economizer, let me know, because I looked on the internet, I can't find anything about it. And they had several issues. This was issue 194. So it was going on for some time, and you can see there's a lot of people in here. They might have been older people or something. So by this time, maybe they're not all around, but let me know if you know anything about this. I'd be curious. Thanks for watching.